All right, and we should be dual live, I think. I'm fairly certain. And I'll ping the Discord. And so this is the first Twitch stream that I'm doing. Hopefully it works. Oh, perfect, Razorblade. Awesome. I am glad to hear it. I'm also probably gonna... Can I moderate you, actually? Let me see. Okay, you know what? I'll worry about it after stream. It's probably easy, but I'm not expecting much from the Twitch side, but cool. I hope the chatting experience is better. So, what we're gonna do today, I think, is we're gonna continue off of what we were doing yesterday with the with the image, and we're gonna add some error handling and a search feature. And I can just do that by having a text field, and then I can put the search right here. So that shouldn't be too difficult to implement. So we'll do that, and then we'll move on to the next lesson. So where was this? It was under this, and then it was like, I think it wasn't async learning. It was Odin async test, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. This should be the right project. Okay. So yeah, okay. We got our cats. Perfect. I'm just gonna move these chats around a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we will add a search feature. You could probably just put like we'll do a simple form, and then label for search. Input, type text, ID search, name search, and then button type. Oh jeez. There we go. There we go. Can I read properties of undefined? Oh, this was the problem that we were having last time. I didn't even change any of the code here. For some reason, it can't access the original property. It worked like, if I save this again or refresh the page. Yeah, see, it worked this time. So I'm wondering what the problem is with that. Interesting. So that error only happens sometimes. I have a feeling that's not my fault, though. Then a lot of break just underneath the form, just for some visual cohesion or whatever. Yeah. So I honestly think it's not my fault, because if I refresh this every so often, this error comes up. I don't know. Okay, so let's target the search bar. It's the API. Yeah, that's what I thought. Razorblade, that's what I thought. So I'll just leave it. Let's do search, HTML input. As HTML input element. And then we want to grab, so we can wrap this in a function, I think, right? So I don't think I need, I think if it's a fetch and then dot then, do I need to make it an async function? That's my question. There's like, let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's okay. So this is what I want here. So search for image or something. And then I'll do query as a string. Yeah. Okay. And then we need to put that in the, oh, we need to actually modify the URL now that I think about it. So let's get that out of here. We'll put the query there. And then we need a dot catch for errors. Should be fine. Inspiring stuff, won't be here for long, but wanted to ask how long it took to learn Vim functions. Vim functions? I'm not using Vim, I'm using VS Code. Do you mean arrow functions? The other thing that I'm realizing is because I'm dual streaming from Twitch or dual streaming to Twitch and YouTube. I don't know how to like combine the chat. I need to have like a overlay of the chats somehow. I haven't had the time to sit down and figure that out yet. So anyway, and then I have to get I need an event listener for the button, right? So submit search maybe. I'll just do button because it's the only button. It's the only button we have. Just do this. Type. No. I'll just add a class to it. Actually, I lied. Okay. And then we'll do submit search dot add event listener. Click. And then we want to grab we want to search for image with the search.value and then clear the search field. Right? I think that's everything. I don't know what else I would need from this. I think that's it. So if I do like dogs or dog. No, okay, that didn't. Why not? Let's check the network. No, why is it not in the network? Should have been. Oh, because I'm not console logging it. I should probably do that. Oh no, I am right here. Oh, simple issue of not compiling the TypeScript again. Very common problem. No, I'm not using a Vim extension. Hello, Ben Stack. Hi, Code with Tony. How's it going? What am I working on? I'm working on a simple. Let's get back to it here. I am working on a simple search feature for the Giphy API. So essentially, you have a search bar, and then you just type in a term, and then it does an API call to get that image. That's basically it. Just learning asynchronous programming in JavaScript. That's pretty much all we're doing. Yeah. No, I'm not using the Vim extension. I'm not that cracked, unfortunately. Okay, wait. Let me. Oh yeah, TSC. There we go. There we go. So let's just do cat. Oh, that worked. I think that worked. First shot. So we do dog. Yeah, hey, there we go. All right. What about like frog? Yep. It's terrifying. And then we can just do something that obviously won't be a search term. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that returned something. What the hell? Let me just like put in a bunch of gibberish. No? Okay, alright, so it's giving me something every time, even if I'm... That's so weird. I blame the API for that one. Where am I getting the GIFs from? I'm getting them from Giphy. So I have an API key for Giphy, and then I'm doing API calls to get them. That's interesting that you can just type in gibberish and it gives you something back. I just did the top row of my keyboard and it returned a keyboard. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay. All right. I think that's like done. I love how fast that was compared to all the turmoil we had yesterday. All right. So there we go. We've got a basic image searching thing. Cool. I will commit this. And we can be done that project. That went, again, I don't think you were here yesterday, Tony, but we spent like 2.5 hours debugging API calls. And then I just got this thing working in like, I don't know, 10 minutes, which was kind of fun. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Nice. All right, so I think that exercise is done. I don't really care about styling it because it's just about the if you want to conditionally handle any situations where the API does not give you the desired response, you'll need to do this manually and you're done then. I don't know what I would need to search for it to give me undefined. Because like it seems like everything I type, it just gives me an image. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a pretty versatile API. Okay. So cool. I think that's we can call that complete. Yo, what am I on? We're on asynchronous JavaScript and APIs. So That's what we're up to today. Oh yeah, I was also gonna go back to, I think I should do that too. I never finished this form validation thing. I should do that. So we have a yeah, const get countries. Yeah. It's really important. Never ever trust user input. Yeah, that was just an exercise, but yeah, I know that because I actually you could just use SQL injection. Like if you have an actual like server or something and you don't sanitize input, yeah, someone could just do SQL injection and like steal your data. So that's not good. So let's like re-establish where we were with this. This was just live server, right? Yes. Okay. So I've got the email, password, and confirm password things. But then, so basically, my goal with this was I found this was 2 days ago, but I found this JSON on it's published at this URL. And it has every single country and then a regex for every single country's postal/zip code format. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that data in from the API, right? And then I'm going to check the user input in the country field. And then if the input matches a country from the list, then it'll be a valid country. And then it'll check the zip code conditionally based on the regex for the zip code of that country, right? And then obviously if the country isn't in this list, then it'll say like invalid country. So I'm going to take it on faith that this list that I found randomly on the internet has every single country. So I don't know. That's my plan for this. So, but we were having troubles 2 days ago before I like, oh yeah, it's so much more than that. Yeah, sure. That's fair. Razor blade. So much. Yeah. For input validation and sanitization. But yeah, no. So anyway, that's the plan. That's the plan for this, this thingy majiggy here. So I need to, I think I'm going to put this in a function. So I'm going to get rid of this. So we'll just fetch and then we'll do a dot then. And then we'll just dot catch the error. Right? What's wrong here? Oh, because of this. Okay. Cool. So then this should, oh, because I need to do, of course. Yeah, so we got our promise here. And then I need to put this guy in an async await or an async function. So I'll do async function. I'll just do this syntax. I don't care. Get countries or get country data. Right. And then now I need to get this response. Out of here, right? So I think the issue that we were having last time was we get the response from the external link, right? And then it was getting it out of the async function that I think was the trouble. You want to build a personal brand as a public coding teacher through streaming and posting content. Honestly, I don't think I'm the best person to go to for this because I literally just started like a month ago. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I still am figuring it out every single day. But honestly, I think the biggest thing that I've learned from this entire thing is being consistent pays off. So if you want to grow any level of audience, I'm not saying my audience is big at all, but if you do, stream like, you don't have to do every day, but I do like 5 days a week. I mean, you could do less probably. You could do 3 days a week or 2 days a week, but just be consistent with whatever you choose so that your viewers know to come back, right? I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. And then as for why I'm doing it, honestly, it's just so that I can, for my own learning. That's really it. I'm doing it so that I can hold myself accountable to learn. That was why I started this whole thing in the first place, but it's kind of ballooned into more, I think. And a lot of people get value out of watching me code, I guess, and struggle with stuff. So yeah, but thank you for the question. Okay, so we need to get this response out of this function. So this response.json, how did I have it in the other? Let's just go back to I could do it like this too, but huh. Because I think yeah. Because what's the format of the response? Let me see. I'm just gonna call it. It's the promise result. Okay. So I want to get that promise result, right? What was that dot then on the get country data? Here? No? Or was it over here? This was just the reference I was using. Right here. Line 21. It's just asking me to type it, I think. I am double streaming, Marie. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube now. Per Razorblade's suggestion. Although I can't, the chats are not synced up, so that's a little bit confusing. Yeah, so it returns a promise, but I just need to get countrydata.net. Oh, I see what you mean. And then I can get the data out of that. But can I put a dot then after the catch? I think maybe I can. So like this then. And then I get the response, right? Or something like this. Yeah, okay. I see. Okay, and then we can get our response. And then, okay, you know what we'll do? I wonder if we remove this and then just do dot then and then do console. This should still be a promise, I think, right? Oh, maybe not. Or do I still need the dot then in here? Or I could just do the response. What is the response? Oh, it's undefined. Yeah, okay. I think the tricky thing is first dot then is to parse the string into object. Okay, I see. So you can do this. And then I could do response dot or JSON dot string JSON dot parse or something. I see. Okay. So I could do a JSON dot parse and then response. But is this response not, because this is a promise. I think that's not right. So we need to, because it's returned as a promise. It's not, the response is a promise, not a string. I think I'm just like, know what I did before. Oh, so just this. And then here. Oh, I appreciate that, Tony. You could honestly, you could probably outwork me because I'm also doing this on top of a full-time job, so it's quite a bit. But I appreciate that. We're leveling up together. You think this should work? Okay. Still undefined. Oh, wait, did I save it? No, I didn't. Okay. Still undefined. So this response... I don't know. This whole thing's kind of confusing. Because I can, like, assign it. Like, I understand how this works because you're grabbing it right out. I think part of the problem is this isn't an API, right? Like, this is just, like, JSON. Like, this is just JSON, right? So it's not, like, giving it to you in some sort of easy format. And the other thing that I should mention is this is actually technically an array of objects, right? Like, so if I zoom in, it's kind of hard to see, but like this is an array of, so this is like Afghanistan and then the Åland Islands, Albania, etc., right? So I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Fetch JSON data. Oh, sorry about that. Let me fix that. Sorry. Hold on. Nightbot decided to not let links happen. Let me fix that. Hold on. That's a default that I forgot to configure. Just hold on. I think this is the right. I'll do this over here. Oh yeah. Okay, links. Okay, I'll disable that. Okay, we might need to. I might need to fine tune that in a bit, but there you should now be able to post links maybe in the Twitch chat. I hope. I disabled it a little bit. King Hat. I don't know much backend. I'm not gonna lie. Still learning. I'm kind of also doing front end. Fetch JSON data from external link JS. So yeah, don't expect much, honestly. Go to Discord. Okay, I got you. Yes, apologies for that. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Oh, perfect. You got a tiling manager right on. Okay, I'll give this a shot. Okay, so then I do that with all within here. Okay. Let's give this a go. So we'll do this, and then we'll do... I hear you now. Okay, so then we'll do like this. And then if not response dot okay, throw new error, bad network response or something. I don't know. Okay, I hear you. Okay, and then dot then data. Okay. Okay, let's give that a go. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to do the break. Honestly, this Pomodoro thing's getting. Oh, dude, you figured it out. Okay. You got it. Okay. That's what it is, exactly what we wanted. Okay. Cool. So now we have our data. And then we could return that data, I think, right? So I could do const country data equals get country data, and then I'll just return this. Or I could just do data to data. No, does that not work? Although I don't know if that returns that from the whole function, right? Because I would need to maybe like have, because like I think this is like within, it returns it for this dot then. So then what I would need to do is maybe have like a temp variable in here that I set to the data or something and then return it. I don't know. I'm kind of guessing. So let data, or like return data equal, like, I don't know, like just like this. And then just, put this in this. I don't know if this works or not. Maybe the above return just works. Oh, maybe. But I think, does this not return though from this inner arrow function though? Like this response.json, does it not just pass it to the next dot then? I don't know for sure. Because this return is not within the main function scope. It's only within this inner function, I think. Unless I'm wrong on that. I don't know. It should still be in scope inner. I could try it like this. Let's just try this. We could try this. And then we'll do console log country data. Oh, see, okay, so now it's still... Okay, so that obviously didn't work. I think there's some fundamental misunderstanding that I'm having here. I know this isn't typed either. I don't know if that is the issue. Or I wonder if I have this, like if I declare country data outside, well, it's not ideal. And then like set a global scope variable to the data value here. Right? I don't know. I could give that a go. Like we just do like let test and then test equals data and then console log test. Yeah, no. It's something about this is not. I think that was the fundamental issue we had before, is like we could get the data or even just the promise like within the function. I just return it without the dot then. Like, what do you mean? Like, do I need another function for that? Feel free to message me in Discord too. I think const data equals await response JSON return data. Oh, it's that easy. Okay. So, okay. So is that just we don't even need the second dot then, so we can do it here. Like inside of this one. Whoops. Right? So we get our response, and then we say const data is await response.json or something. Or is this not proper syntax? Or could I just, because it's in the dot then, I could just do this. The outside of the async function? Oh, I see. Okay, back up. Back up. So, but where do I get response.json from? Do I do, oh, so I do const data equals await and then get country data? Or something? Oh. Yeah, okay, but it says it can't use await at the top level. Okay. That's a common JS thing. Okay. I hear what you're saying. Should I just like throw this in a wrapper or something? Like, I don't know. Or I could just do this. No? Oh wait, no, that's not gonna work. Oh, because this needs to be an async function as well. Ah, I see. Okay. So I can just do this. Const data equals await. Okay, actually, I need to make a second async function. This is horrible. Okay, but I think I can do. Let me see. How do I do this? Let's just do this again. We'll just call this fetch. Fetch country data. Get country data. And then we'll do an await here. And then we'll say const data equals await fetch. This is probably like horrible practice. Fetch country data. Return data. Maybe? Something like that. And then console.log get country data. Ooh. Ah, okay. I got a promise, but the result is undefined. This is kind of a convoluted thing that I'm doing here. Wait, did I already know JS and started using TypeScript, or felt like you could learn TS at the same time? I knew like a very small amount of JavaScript, but I felt like I could just jump into TypeScript king. But I'm having like, I'm like not smart about this. Oh, I could do an await fetch just within that, and then do like I could do this. I could do this idea. Another suggestion on Discord, okay. Fetch data.then.console.json. Yeah, because okay, so that I think that'll work. Razorblade, but again, I'm not assigning the data to any variable, right? Like it's not being put into anything. We're just console logging it, right? That will work because that's essentially rewritten what we had before. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's essentially just rewritten what we did before. So yeah, because that's not gonna be in any but I'll still do it. I'll still do it. I'll still just for the sake of completing this. So we can say const. What did you have? Sorry. Let me see. Fetch data, return, fetch. Yeah, okay. So, we return fetch. And then dot then. Oh, okay. That might be different. Okay. Hold on. Fetch URL, and then we can have this error check in here. It doesn't matter. And then we can do fetch country data. Dot, then, okay. Okay, what about now? Nice. Okay, so that did work. Yeah, so this is different because we're returning the actual promise, right? Which is returned from this fetch thing. And then we're getting the data out of that promise with this dot then here. I think that's how that's working. Right? Because if I just console log fetch country data, it should the first should be a promise, right? Yes, see? Okay, I'm understanding things now. So that's good. So this function returns a promise from the return fetch dot then, right? And then we're extracting the data from that promise with this dot then. Good. We've got that cleared up. Yeah, this should be confusing. Backend, I feel like, is much easier. Is it? I don't know. I don't know if it's easier. It might be. I don't know. Yeah, that's fair, Razorblade, yeah. Backend is much, much worse. Okay, King, my buddy on Twitch says that backend is way harder, so... Sorry to burst your bubble on that one. Okay. So... then how do we actually get the data out of this, right? So we have it here, and we're logging it. But now we just need to get this data into some constant. That's the last piece of the puzzle here, right? Complex applications, everything gets harder? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So what if... I wonder if we could, like... if we could just set something to this, right? Like, could I set a variable to this expression? I don't know. I'm just thinking. Yo, it's King. Oh, what's up? You made a switch over to the Twitch. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm dual streaming. Because Razorblade said that Twitch is better. And I don't know. Maybe it is. Let me know also if it's like the latency's weird. But I think it... because I'm streaming to two places at once. I don't know if my internet can handle it. It should be able to handle it, though. Oh, just that? So just this? Like this? And then just in here. Like that? Chat is awesome there. Yeah, except for it removed link. I'm sorry about that. That was a Nightbot thing. I apologize. I still need to work out the kinks. Okay. And then this. No, see? I think I tried something very similar to this before and it didn't work. Do I leak code still? I do. I just haven't been recording videos because I wasn't sure whether anyone cared. But I can pull up my leak code. Just give me a second. Where is it? Here. I've got I haven't done any hard problems yet, but I've done 21 mediums and 21 easies. So, yes, I'm still doing the leak code. Okay. Let user data equal null. Is that the issue? Doesn't seem to be. Now it's just null. If user data console.log updating UI with oh, because I'm doing the console log here. Okay. I got you. Because this, okay. I see the problem. Because this is being called instantly, and then this is asynchronous, right? Yeah. No. I hear you, Razorblade. That's the problem, because this is happening before this is happening. This assignment is happening after the console log. That's our problem. I think that's our issue. I didn't think about that for some reason. I'm like tacitly assuming that this happens in sequential order, but it doesn't. So if I did a set timeout to this, I just forget the set timeout logic here. Okay, so let's do that. So let's do a set timeout. And then hold on. We'll do like 1 second or something, right? Wait, what's the problem here? Oh, I don't care if it has implicitly any type. Is that gonna like not run? Oh, dude. It's async code. It kind of runs in parallel. It gives illusion of one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, see, this actually, wait. Did this work? I think this worked. Unless this isn't running here. Yeah. Okay, that worked. Okay, so just setting it that this is a cheat right here. But that worked technically. But we should have yeah, this is, I don't know why this it is a cheat, exactly. Let's set this to this. Yeah, so there's got to be a better way of mimicking this behavior, right? Because I can't do like this situation, can I not? Like, because I can't just do await in the global context. If I can spell, no, because that's not going to work. Yeah, if I keep it in some scope of a function. Okay, so that's what I could do. I'll just do all the country stuff within a function. I think that's what I'll end up doing. Right? Yeah, sure. Well, I was thinking at least Razorblade, I was thinking at least for the, as far as the verification of the country is concerned, we could have it in a function. Because the other stuff like the email and the password, that can exist in its other functions here, right? And this code, by the way, is garbage anyway. Like, this is just for learning. I wouldn't actually do this. I wouldn't format it like this in like actual, like for some project that I'm doing. Okay, so let's keep this here just as a reference, okay? And then we'll add the country verification here. So we'll get the, okay, so we have the input and the error code, right? So we'll say Oh, and I have the event listener here already written. Okay, that's good. No, I won't use vanilla.js. Exactly. Exactly. I'm just, again, it's all learning, right? So what we'll say is we'll say, oh yeah, I have to have a check country or something. And then this, in this check country, function, we can do this nonsense, right? So let's just do that here. Right? And then I can keep this async up here. So let's just bring this down here. I don't need this. And then I don't need the, and then I can just do an await here, right? Wait, but why? Okay, but why are you giving me trouble now? Await are only allowed with async functions in the top levels of modules. Oh, does this need to be an async? It might be. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and then how do I like wait for this to happen? Right? That's the trouble that I need to have, or that I'm having. Is within here, I need to wait for this to return something. What am I building, Future Stack? I am doing an exercise where, for form validation. So essentially I'm building like a dummy form for email, country, password, and stuff like that, just as like for whatever. But I'm grabbing data from an external source to use to check whether a country is valid or not. So I check whether the country is within this big list, and then from that I can use the regex of the postal code format to verify that the postal code is valid for the country that the user entered. So that's currently what we're working on, or what I'm working on. But the problem is I need to, this is asynchronous, right? So I need to this country will always return true since it's a promise void is always true. And then I need to do the checking in here. Okay, so then we'll do the checking. So now we have the data. And then, so I need to do a country data dot for each, right? I don't think I need this dot array. I think I can just do this. Let's do country. And then, how is this formatted? It's note and then country. So it's country dot country. So we need to get the input, country input value, right? So let entered, or actually no, we don't even need that. We can just do if country let is valid, country equal false. If country dot country equals what was it? Country input dot value. Then is valid country is true. And we'll break out of this loop. Or can I not do that? Jump target cannot cross function boundary. What do you mean? Break out of for each JS. Oh. I see why that doesn't work. Okay. Because we could just do this. We just do for country. What was it? Of country data. Oh, for const. There we go. There's no way to stop or break a for each loop other than by throwing an exception. Yeah, okay. I gleaned that. I figured that out, I think. So I'm just gonna do it like this. I think that works fine. And then we could just return is valid country. But I'm worried that this is gonna return preempted. I shouldn't though. But can I do like an await on this? Because I need to wait for this to return something, right? So but that's not going to work, right? And then does this event listener need to be asynchronous? Like, I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. What do we think? Yeah? Okay. So what is the country input error that I have here? Show country error. Yeah, please enter a valid country. Okay. It looks weird, but it's JS. Yeah, that's fair. It does look weird, but, you know, I'll give it a shot. Okay, so let's do, like, Canada. Wait. United States. Oh, guys. I think it works. Let's go. Yeah, seems to work. Okay, sick. Can I do like, I can't do, the problem is I can't do abbreviations. I would have to edit the data, but I don't care about that. It's just for the sake of this, exercise, right? Okay, nice. Now try the regex. Okay, that's the last part. So now I need to make the regex. I need to grab the regex, right? So let's do const postal input. Okay, just got to write some boilerplate here. Input. Not boilerplate, but easy stuff. Okay. It was input postal right, const postal error HTML span document dot query selector label span. Wait, do I have the span in here? I do. Okay, postal error. Postal error, and then as HTML span. Good. Okay, so we got those. And then we'll do so I should probably do this now in the same function, no? Although, no, I don't need to. I can do it. I can just do it another fetch. So I can just do this just for practice. So we'll do an async function check postal. And then we'll say let, yeah, so we'll do let country data, blah, 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 okay. Actually, a lot of this can be the same. And then we could just do country. Or wait, how do I want to do this actually? Because this is like duplicated code, but I'm just thinking about, because there's two possibilities. Or maybe this should always throw an error if there's no valid country entered, right? So we don't need any of this. So we'll say regex, let regex equal, we'll just say equals null. String this country or query. And then I'll say country, or I'll say regex equals country dot regex. I think that's what it is. I think that's the, yes, that's the property. And then we need to check that regex then against the thing, the input of the postal, right? So we'll do although wait, is this formatted properly, or is this as a string? Okay, it's as a string. So or I can just say new regex. What is regex? New regex JS. Oh, it's this. And then I want it in the global scope of that. So then what I can do is I can say return regex dot test. Oh yeah, because it might not be. Okay, this is what we can do. If regex return, and then otherwise return false. Right. What coding language am I using? I'm using TypeScript. We'll do regex.test the postal input.value. Okay, that should be good, I think. And then we can now add an event listener for it, which will be very similar to this. Again, duplicated code, don't care. It's TypeScript. It's very similar to JavaScript. Find yourself. And then we'll do check postal. What is the problem? Oh, because this needs what? No, wait, hold on. Oh, because it needs an argument. We'll just do the country input. Postal input is valid, and then postal. Yeah, exactly. Postal. Show postal error. And then I need to make that function too. I'll just do invalid postal code. Oh, postal. Nice. Okay, that should work now, I think. So we got to open up the, so let's say we put in, so like let's go to Canada because that's my country. So let's go, I just want to make sure it's the right. Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to think of like a generic, and if I do something valid, yeah, invalid postal code. Oh, it's putting it in the wrong spot. Hold on. Where is this? Ah, postal error. That should fix it. Thank you, Kick. Control F to find. Yeah, it's true. I gotta just Control F. I forgot about that. Wasn't thinking. Okay, so let me think of a postal code that won't give anything. So if we do like A1A, 1A1, that should be valid. Yeah, cool. Or if I put them together, that should also be valid. Cool, nice. But if I change this to USA, that shouldn't be valid. Yes. Okay. Good. I think honestly this is done. I think we figured it out. But if I do like a 90210, that works because 90210 Beverly Hills zip code. So that works. That's the only zip code I know like off memory. I know American zip codes are just 5, and then I think you can add like 4 extra numbers too. But generally American zip codes are just 5-digit numbers. I don't know any other ones though. So like we can go to Command F, what country should we do? Let's do France. Is it just 5 digits? Might just be 5 digits. So this should work, right? Yeah. Validation must be done on front end and back end. Yeah, that's true. This is just like a front end app though. Like we're not actually, oh, I forgot to do this short break timer. Actually, I'll take a break right now. I'll take my break now. Completely, the timer has just gone out the window. Yeah. No, that's fair. I'm just thinking about like, I guess you could have, so basically what you're saying, Razorblade, is that you could have somebody cheese the front end. Like they could write something that gets past the front end filtering functions that you have that could still F up the back end. I guess that's what you mean. Maybe. Oh, I see. But it has something like malicious hidden with it. You can send a request to access like your front end, just as you say. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. Is there not a way to like, but you would have to have an API key though, right? Like for that to work, like you would have to have access to my backend somehow. And if it was a secured backend, you would have to have access to it through another means other than my front end. Like it would have to be something you could have a key for, right? At least I'm assuming. Let me see. Yeah. Cool, cool. But my front end sends requests to back end. That can be watched in network tab by anyone. Yeah, true. Yeah. I see what you mean. So if it's not encrypted. Oh, yo, what's going, Jay? How's it going, Jay? I appreciate you joining. We have made great progress since yesterday. So I got this form validator working. So essentially with Razorblade's help, we figured this out. So, oh no, don't worry about it, Jay. All good. Like if you have other stuff in your life, like honestly, like don't worry about. Like I should be the last priority. But yeah, I'm just taking a break because I've been going at it for like an hour, so I'm just kind of trying to space it out here a little. I think I'll probably end around like 9:30ish tonight. I'm feeling kind of tired. I also think I might be coming down with a cold, like a head cold. I'm not 100% sure. Because I've had kind of like a sore throat all day. I live East Coast. Yeah, East Coast of Canada, yeah. Even if encrypted, the encryption was, yeah, TLS. What does TLS stand for again? I remember I learned this. It's only on-flight encryption. You can still spoof. Ah, I see. Okay, yeah, true. You learned a lot last night, so it'll be frequent. Hey, fair enough, Jay. I appreciate that you get value out of the streams. That's really nice to hear. Ah, okay, yeah. So it's like a handshake then. It's like a public key exchange or something. I took a cryptography theory class, but it was all like math. It was all it was like basically modular arithmetic on steroids. Like symmetric ciphers, public key cryptography, stuff like that. But we didn't actually learn like the implementations. I actually wrote a hashing function in C for an assignment. It was I think it was, what was it called? SHA? SHA? It was a SHA-2. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. I wrote a SHA-2 function, or maybe it was SHA-1. I can't remember, but it was in C. Yeah, exactly. It was for an assignment. And then we were given like this long string, and then basically our C code had to hash it correctly. And then if it did, then we got 100%. And if it didn't, we got 0%, because my prof was insane. Yeah, okay. Commonly used in email servers. Yeah, that's fair. TLS is used like in a lot of web-based things, right? Okay, so we've got our thing here. This is done. Yeah, commonly used everywhere. Exactly. So I think this form validity thing is finished. Do I have a Git for this? I don't remember. Git status. Okay. Cool. If it's not HTTPS, yeah. It's like, I think, what was it, like before like 2010 or something, like a lot of the web was not, it was just raw HTTP, right? Like completely unencrypted end to end. Okay, so I think I understand this async await stuff now. I'm just scrolling. I'm just going through this just quickly here. To see if these are worth doing. I might do these exercises actually. So I think what I'll do is I'll do these async await exercises, and then we'll get onto the weather app. Oh, cool. In Chrome, that would be... where is that? Is that on Chrome? Oh, here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I know essentially they do, it's just a public key exchange. That's all that it is. It's like a... yeah, it's public key exchange. From my understanding... okay, little side tangent. From my understanding, the TLS just establishes, it just does a transfer of the... yeah, it does the key transfer. So it uses public key cryptography to transfer a key that's used in something like AES, right? Yeah, this. AES, which is a symmetric cryptography. But this is faster, from what I remember. So essentially, you use the public key to establish a key for the symmetric exchange, and then the end-to-end encryption is this. Oh yeah, it's insane. But see, all this linear algebra stuff, like I actually had to learn all this stuff in one of my courses. Like we had to write out literally, I'm not kidding you, on the exam, like the linear algebra for these steps. So this is all cool. This is all stuff I'm familiar with. And the thing is as I mentioned before, I know the theory, but I don't know the application, right? Yeah, Diffie-Hellman exchange. Yeah, so Diffie and Hellman were the guys that invented it, I think, right? So anyway, that's cool. That's cool stuff. Let's do these async await exercises. Yeah, that's just the exchange of data. Exactly. The symmetric stuff was just the exchange. Oh yeah, all cryptography is really cool. It's really, really cool. Very math heavy though. Linear algebra, that's the next section of your math course. Good luck, Jay. Linear algebra is tricky. I was not good at it. I basically just memorized a lot of it. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this this stuff after, if I need it. Rewrite this example code from the chapter promises chaining using async await instead of then catch. Okay. So let's try this out. So we'll do... I think we need to try catch, do we not? So let's just comment this out. I know this is light mode. Wait, can I change this actually? Okay, well, that doesn't really matter. I'll make the font size bigger too. Just finished with logs, right on. Like logarithms. Yeah, so let's comment this out. And then, so I think we'll do a return. Can we do a return await? Is that a thing? Maybe. Await fetch. Or maybe, no. You know what we can do? We can do response equals, or let response, sorry. Or no, sorry. Fetch URL. And then I think we do like a try catch, right? And then we say if response dot status turn await response.json or something. And then this needs to be an async function too. Catch throw new error. Right? I think that's like basically how that works. For your program, the highest math was ODE? ODE? What is ODE? Oh, ordinary differential equations. I see. Okay. I actually didn't get into a lot of calculus, believe it or not. It was a lot of discrete math and linear algebra. There was a bit of calculus in my theory of machine learning class. Okay, so this should be pretty much the same. Oh, wait. I forgot about this thing here. Although I don't know if I need to touch this. Do I? No. Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. I felt like a math major. Oh, right on. See, I couldn't get a minor in math because I did my undergrad in 2 years. I like speed ran it. Okay, so we basically did the same thing. We just don't need the try catch. But the code that I have is essentially the same thing. So we don't even need this. We don't need the try catch loop. Right? And that actually makes sense because if this response isn't okay, then we just throw the error anyway, right? Yeah, see, Razorblade, that's where it's important, right? Like the actual coding experience. Like you have all that and I have like Hat and I have more of that stuff, right? More of the theory. Believe it's better to have a try catch? Fair. Well, it's just the example didn't have one. But it's basically my code's the exact same. My code is so all right, so I did that exercise correctly. Cool. How many of these exercises are there? Okay, there's not too many. Rewrite rethrow with async await. Where's rethrow? Below you can find the rethrow example. Oh, it's just this whole thing. Okay. Okay, so this is just the same as before, right? Yeah, I'm in Canada, Hat. As the response can be all forms, the JSON parsing can fail. Yeah, that's true, Razorblade. You make a good point. You make a good point. So I'll do the try catch here as well. Wait, I think there's something here. I think this is good. Nope. And then this needs to be moved over one space. Oops. Like this. Yeah. How's the Canadian job market? It's terrible. Especially in Eastern Canada where I am. It's not good. I'm currently, I don't know, Hat, if you know, I work in IT. So I'm not actually a developer or anything. And IT is very, very different from software development. Okay, so then we need to rewrite this, right? So we'll do a return await. Actually, no, we'll say let JSON data equal load wait load. Actually, just this line here, right? Okay. And then we could say, what do we want to do? Then we want to do a try catch. Then what do we want to do in here? We want to try alert maybe? And returning it? Except this has to be data, of course, right? We could just call this user. That try catch can be really tedious. Wait, Hat, are you Canadian too? Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat. What if the fetch fails before the try catch? I think, sorry, I'm like, there's two chats happening here, Jay. I don't know if you know, I'm about dual streaming. What if the fetch fails before the try catch? I don't know. I think it'll time out maybe. I'm not sure what happens. But I think this await keyword here, it doesn't progress until this is finished. Oh, you live East Coast in PA. Okay. So you're like nearby-ish. Not really. Graduated 2025. Right on. So did I. Well, I graduated 2025 from my second degree. I graduated 2023 from my first degree. And I graduated high school in 18. So I don't know if that makes me old or young. I think it makes me young. I don't know. My first degree is in biology, actually. You put the fetch inside the try, otherwise you won't catch the error. True. Good thinking, Jay. I appreciate that suggestion. Okay. And then we'll do the error stuff here. I think fetch is, oh, sorry. The fetch is from this, right? Oh, and then you want this here too. Yes. Like this, right? You started off as a mechanical engineer. Damn. Switched your major 3 times. Well, I mean, I did a whole degree in biology. When I was 17, I thought I was going to be a high school teacher. And I guess I'm kind of like, oh, I'm not really teaching. I guess you guys are teaching me. But, you know, anyway, so this is good. And then this just needs to be async. Whoops. Right? I think that works. Okay. I think that function, I think that's good. So let's check the solution. Okay, so see, these guys didn't do try catch, although they did do try catch here. Oh, interesting. Ask for user until name until GitHub returns a valid user. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I missed. This is a little bit different logic. So this is just like it's just like an infinite loop. I got you. I understand this. Okay. Okay, we pretty much, like, the main essence of what we were trying to do was there. It's just I misunderstood I didn't read the question properly. So, but like essentially what we were trying to do is there. Yeah, cool. I'll take that as a win. Okay, let's see. We have a regular function called f. How do I call the async function wait and use its result instead of f? Do we do like a then maybe? Can we not do it then? Yeah, it's just a then. Okay, easy. Dangerous promise all. Promise.all is a... Oh, we did this before? Did we? I don't know if we did these exercises before. Okay, let's do this last. Oh, for dot then. Yeah. I think we tried a similar pattern, Razorblade. I think we did. I think we tried a very similar pattern. Let's see. Okay, so promise.all is a great way to parallelize multiple operations. What does that even do? Takes an iterable. Oh, an iterable of promises as input and returns a single promise. Oh. Okay, I see. Get into race conditions? Ooh. Okay, speaking of race conditions, I did a course on the math behind concurrency. It was a lot of... I don't know if you've heard of temporal logic. Slight side tangent. Yeah, like this shit. And then there's like linear temporal logic and combinatorial tree logic or something. Yeah. So if you want to do race conditions and stuff, like you can actually map like Razorblade. Like if you have a set of functions, you can map whether some sort of code, like, so for example, you can model whether a piece of code will ever be run, right? So you can convert your code into math, and then there might be like a function that just based on the way the code's structured, that piece of code will never see the light of day. It'll never get run because of temporal logic. That's kind of how you can map that out. I am rusty on all of this. Like this operator is like it's on until. It's a relation between two events. Like these little Greek characters are events, I think. Programming really is a branch of math. It's honestly discrete math. Programming is just discrete math. Kind of, sort of. It's discrete math that can actually do things. So, okay, let's get into this. Okay. It's especially useful when you need to make parallel requests to multiple services. So you can combine all the promises from multiple services and then make one promise. I see. Yeah, it is math. Yeah, exactly. There's two functions, connect and disconnect. When connected, we can send requests using database.query, an async function, which usually returns the result, but also may throw an error. Is this like a... Oh, so database is a... Okay, so this is an object with one async function in it, right? Now here's the problem. When we wrote the code to connect and send 3 queries in parallel, then disconnect. 2 of these queries happen to be unsuccessful, but we're smart enough to wrap promise.all call into a try-catch block. However, this doesn't help. The script actually leads to an uncaught error in the console. Is it because... Huh. Is this race conditions? Yeah, okay. So basically, let's say this one's successful. So if, I don't know. Wait, where's the disconnect function? Oh, it's there. Okay. Would you not just try catch each one individually? Would that not just be the solution? You don't use a promise.all. You try catch every single delay, like query separate. No? Ah, okay. Or you just resolve each single one. I see. Okay, that's pretty similar to what I was thinking, right? So promise.all rejects the try catch block. Yeah, so you iterate through all the promises. And then basically you handle it as such. So the syntax here is a little different, but you could do a try catch with awaits, I think, here. Right? Yeah, you handle it one by one. Exactly. And you're just doing that through a for each. Nice. I think that makes sense. Yeah, when it's time to collect. Yeah, exactly. It's often undesirable to disconnect when queries are still in progress. Oh, and then you do it finally. I see. So this runs after everything's done, right? Or no, it doesn't, because this is for each. Sorry, I misread this. Waits until promises are settled. I see. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Cool. Let's hope we don't get into that mess of shit. Okay, this is making a lot more sense now, I think. Using everything we've been discussing to create a weather forecast site using the Visual Crossing API, you should be able to search for a specific location, toggle displaying the data in Fahrenheit or Celsius. You should change the look of the page based on the data, maybe changing the color of the background by adding images that describe the weather. I'm not going to use the Giphy API again. F that. I don't care. Feel free to use promises or async await in your code. I actually, you know what? I like async await better. In my head, it makes more sense. But I can use promises, I guess, too. Not all APIs are free. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we can just clone our the Odin Project, JSTS. We can just clone our thing. Where is it? No. Okay, let's take a break. Actually, I'll just clone it. I'll clone our template. But then I also need to install that .env thing that we had last time. Where is that repo? I'm just silly here. Okay, there we go. Openmedio.com. Oh, is this another API? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Nice. I'll use this one. I think it gave me another one to use. Like I've got what is it called? Was it this? Visual Crossing? But I'll use the one that you sent, Razorblade. It looks better. So I'll just oh wait, actually I don't want to SSH this. I want to use this template to create a new repository. Odin weather app, or basic weather app built for the Odin projects. right? Sure. That one's official. Weather.gov. Is this the US? Which gov? Yeah, it's the Americans, okay. Yeah, okay. Because the Canadian one is actually, you know what? I'm not gonna look that up just in case I dox myself. I don't think. Here, I'll look it up on this screen and see if I. No, I should be all right. I should be good. This is the Canadian. I don't think this is an API, but this is the weather. There might be an API as a part of this, but this is what I use, honestly, to like look at my own forecasts. And it's cool because you can also see like if there are weather errors, like so you can see like in Manitoba, there's like it's a warning of cold. Yeah, wind chills near -45. Welcome to Canada. Okay. Thankfully I don't live there. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is an API, but there might be something. Like weather tools. I don't know. Gotta love Canadian government stuff. Yeah, it's very cold. A couple days ago here, Razorblade, it was like -25 C. It's very, very, very cold. Okay. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in literally 30 seconds. All right, we're back. You're at a cozy 15 to 18? Damn. Well, because, okay, so you're probably like way south, like compared to, well, you also get the European benefit too of the stream or whatever it is. The, what's it called? It's not the jet stream. The, whatever it is. Current that warms Europe. What is it called? Gulf Stream? Yeah, it's the Gulf Stream. This is why you guys are warmer than us. It's this reason. Because like if you go to like London, England, London is the same latitude as like Calgary or like Edmonton, I think. And if you know anything about Calgary in Alberta, it's very, very cold. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so did we. But I think like my latitude, without giving away where I am, it's like further, way further south. Like I'd be like in Italy or something. Latitude wise. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's set up our project. So we got our project here. I need to remember to install that .env thing. All right. I might actually open up the... God, what was the rectangle frickin'... No, not that. Webpack.env, okay. Code async, what was it called? Odin. I just forget what the config file looks like. So I'll just have both here. npm install webpack.env. Uh-oh, there's a problem. What did I do? Oh, because I didn't npm I everything. Okay, there we go. Now it should work. No? Unable to resolve dependency tree. What is the problem? Because I had this in there. Okay. Cannot resolve dependency. Is that what it was called? Are we sure it was called webpack.env? Just start a new project. Well, I essentially, oh, .env webpack. Okay, that worked. That was it. That was it. I think that was it. Okay, and then we can just copy over our stuff from here. Whoops. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I think that's everything I need, and then I obviously need the .env. The .env file, right? And then I'll open this guy in a different window. Or wait, let's just actually API key equals, and then I'll save it. Put it over here on my other monitor. And then I'll get that API. Oh yeah, I need to do that probably over here too. Can I get all the information presented? The API is located at api.weather.gov. Oh, is that just, do I even need a key for that? Maybe not. I don't think I do. I think I could just use this, no? I probably don't even need a key. See the lockpad icon? Oh. Okay, it does need an API key, maybe. We require that customers of the API include... Recommend setting this value to something that identifies your... Oh, can you just like come up with an API key? You just like invent... You know, it doesn't even come up with one for you? Is that how this works? No? Okay, you know what I'll do? What was that other one you sent me? I'll try that guy out. The open medio. Let's try this guy. I don't care if it's not government. Let's go log in with GitHub. Oh boy. How do I get a key from here, though? I'm just going to bring it back until I find where to get a key. API docs. Yeah, that's where I am. Oh, okay, so it can be anything. That's what I thought. So I can just come up with an API key then. Is that so? I don't know. I could just come up with something. Okay. Should we try it? Do we want to come up with an API key? Because I don't know what's going on with this thing. I don't know how to get the key out of this guy. It's on the internet, sure. Let's do it. Okay, so I'll go back to that, and I'll just come up with something secure on another. I'll like invent like I'll do like a Bitwarden password or something. Just a second. Let's generate a Bitwarden password. We'll do like a long one. What if I do like 64 characters or something? Nah, it's maybe too long. 48. Okay, and no one realistically is guessing that. Okay. All right, I've got my key. Yeah, it seems fine to build my little app. Exactly. We're not building the next, you know, big weather app that's going to be used all over the world or anything like that, right, guys? Okay. So I got the key, and then we're going to go to API, and then I'm going to authorize it. Wait, let me select this guy. Oh no, that didn't select all of it. Okay, copy. Do I want the user agent API key? I think so. Okay, so I think I should be good. I have it in here. And it should be saved, right? And I'm gonna git ignore this. Yeah, it means it worked. Okay. All right, so I'm in here. I've got the key. Okay. Now we'll where are my run commands? Dev, npm run dev. Oh, and I need to also set up TypeScript compilation. Oh, I didn't configure. Why did I not initialize a TypeScript config in here? Oh no, no, I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe I did not. That's okay. Okay, that should be fine. Good. First, make a function that will wrap the fetched URL. Or maybe an object that will hold variables and have methods attached. Yeah, good idea. I'm just trying to get the initial thing going here. This project, by the way, is probably going to take like the next few streams. So maybe not few streams, maybe like 2. npm run dev. Nice. Okay, there's our template. It's working. So, all right, and then we should have a hello world. Perfect. Good, good. So let's think about how we want to structure this, right? I'm trying to remember if there's a... Oh no, we just need to import it into here. So I could have it as like a... Maybe like modules. So now I'm thinking like higher level. Like so what objects do you think we need? Actually, you know what we'll do? We won't worry about that right now. We'll just write the fetch logic within index, and then once we get that working, then we'll consolidate it into an object. Yeah, let's not overcomplicate it. You have a good point. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's follow the instructions. Write the functions that hit the API. Oh, yo, what's up, An? How's it going? Write the functions that hit the API. You're going to want functions that can take a location and return the weather data for that location. Okay, so that's... We'll work on... Yeah. We won't get worried about all that stuff. Okay. So let's do the functions here. So we'll do const... We'll get the URL, const key, API key equals process.env.API key. That's what I called it, I think. Okay. And then we need the URL. So we don't want alerts. Stations. Would I mind listing my progress in 28 days for once? What do you mean for once? We're working our way through the Odin Project, and in 28 days I've gotten through a decent amount. The Foundations course, Intermediate HTML, CSS, and we're about halfway through the JavaScript course. Wait, sorry, hold on. I just need to make this complete. Okay. Sorry, let's go back. Second blue link at the top. This guy? Oh no, full API documentation. Whoa. Where do I include the key? Is the thing. That's the one thing I need to... Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you, An. At the padlock? Oh. Okay. In here? Or here? Ah. Can I like copy it? User agent. Oh. It's in the header. Okay. Look it up. Okay, hold on. Yeah, because it's if you're, because then you have to like structure a request, right? Let's see. API call header. So do I like append the headers to something? Yeah. Okay. Append headers to API call or something. fetch. Oh, it's in the fetch function. So you put the headers in the fetch. Ah, okay. Is that what we're thinking? Like a parameter? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Let's look up fetch. Yeah, we've got resource and then options, right? Or can we make a request object? Yeah. So maybe we could make a request object that has its own headers, right? And then request.url. We can try that. Yeah, let's try that out. Okay. Let's try that. Const API, or let's just do weather request equals new request. And then can I just put like the link? So this is like, no, it's, so is it https api.weather.gov? Right. Okay, let's check this out. Yeah, but how do I append this to a fetch statement though? That's the base URL. Yeah. But then what I'm thinking is if I create a request object here, Razorblade, then I can do like weather request dot headers and then add the headers to that, or the header to that, right? Or I could even create a headers. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll try that out. As we use fetch, exactly. So it's got to be request dot headers. Oh, and then we can, okay. So you know what we can do? We can actually create const weather header. Headers equals new headers. Then we can do like weather headers dot append. And then we do, where was it before? Hold on. User agent. And then the API key. Like this, right? There's a problem here. What if I just put the... Are you still going to yell at me? Oh, you know what we can do? We can just... like wrap this in an if or something. Oh, give the default value. Is there a way to do that? I forgot how to do that. What's the syntax for default value? Oh, I can just do this. Maybe? No. Oh, I did a snake case. What the hell am I doing? There's a way of doing that. Oh, is it or? Ah, thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. I didn't know that was the syntax. Okay, cool. And then so now we have that. All right. Okay, I've got too many things open here. Let's backtrack. And then I can add the okay. So then I can do weather requests. dot headers. Or wait, no. Yeah. That was what we did before, right? I think so. Is this not? This might be read only. Okay, how do I set the headers then? Oh. I could do it like this. Right? I'll just call that like weather init or something. I think it's a get, right? Okay, let's find like a one that we want to use. Why don't you use AI? Picky. Because AI isn't as good for learning. Maybe not all are get, but a lot of these are get. Actually, they're all get, it looks like. But what one do we want to call first? Like just alerts maybe? Or I could just call like the default. And I don't want to put this. I want to put this down here and then get rid of this guy. Actually, no. Even below it. And then I need to put the weather in it below that too. Like this. Right? 3-day weather or something. Yeah, okay. Do I have a plan or stack you want to learn? Basically, okay, so how do I say your name? Dex? I'll just call you Dex. Basically what we're doing is we're learning the Odin Project as kind of a guide. So my current plan is to just go through the Odin Project courses, and then from there I think probably stay within the React node stack for a little bit, and then maybe branch and expand from there. I'm also like getting input from my community as well as for like what I should learn or what I should build. So that's kind of my plan. I'm kind of taking it just day by day. But right now we're doing a weather app project within the Odin project. And if you want to check out the Odin project, you can. You can check it out there. Should drop a link. If it... Nightbot is notoriously awful for... it might just not. It's just the Odin project. There we go. It finally woke up. Okay. Sorry. I'm just distracted. Okay, let's go back to... Okay, we got a break. Let's just add this one thing, and then we'll go. So we'll do a get method. We'll say headers is weather headers, and then mode. We'll just do that. Cache default. That should be fine, right? And then weather in it. What's the problem? That's how this is done in here. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Yeah, I appreciate you, Dex. Feel free to subscribe if you want to follow me on my journey. Okay. We'll take a break and think about this. I don't know why this isn't... It says it expects a string. Method string headers, mode string, cache string is not assignable to parameter request init. Huh. I don't know. Oh, because it's JS, not TS? Yeah, that's true. You're right, Jay. It's a good point. But I'm wondering, though, if this request object... Oh. This needs to be typed. Okay. Sorry. Whoops. Does that fix it? Okay. That was it. Just needed a type annotation. We're good. Crisis averted. I just didn't know what type it was. Yeah. Type safety by adding the object directly in the request. I could do that too. But this works as well, I think. Or at least it seems to. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, Razorblade, you could do that too. I know there's like another... that's just having everything verbose, right? Without having the separate... or not verbose, but just all in one. I like having the separate variables so that I can like see the different parts. So I'll also do a URL. And I'll just get that in here. Whoa, not what I wanted. Okay, nice. Cool. Cool. And then after this, then we do the fetch, right? We fetch the requests. And then we'll just dot then we'll just console log the response. I don't know what the default how do I get a station ID? Also, does this only work for American stations? Like, are they like for the station ID, for example? Is that just are there only American stations? I don't know. Oh, do everything in one go? That's fair. Alright, I can refactor it. I can refactor it. I have no problem with that. I'll keep the variables until I finish, but yeah. How? Yeah, okay. It's simpler? Yeah, that's fair. I hear you. So we'll do it like this. Can I still do this logic, though? I don't think so. Or can I, like, wrap this in brackets or something? What's the problem here? Oh, you call fetch. Okay. I see. Like this? Ah, okay. Okay, we're close. What's wrong with the headers? Yeah, that's true, Jay. You make a good point. I was just doing that just kind of piece it together so I could build it up. Okay, so what is the deal here? This expression is not callable. What's the problem? Content type, application, authorization. Oh, does this need to be? No, because this is a string. I don't know. What if I just put API key by itself? Oh, is it this? And then we can just do this? No? Because the string might be undefined. Okay. And then could I do this? Ah. Okay. I figured it out. Cool. Cool. All right, let's go back to it here. I think I'm probably just going to do one more 25-minute session and then head out for tonight, only because I'm feeling tired. I don't want to push it. Okay, so we got our request. Or, no, it's not even a request, actually. It's a... Let's just call it weather. And then we can do a dot then on this guy, right? And then we'll say response. Or we'll just do res, and then we'll do console log. Okay. And that should do something, right? Uncaught. Okay, it gave me a promise. Oh, but it was rejected. I see. Okay. And then I can do a dot catch. Maybe because I can't, what is the problem here? Oh, because of this. Yeah. Unexpected token. This might not be a valid path. Maybe. Like, I don't think I can just call the Discord. Okay, hold on. Const response is await fetch. Oh. Okay. So you don't do a dot then? It should be the same. Should be the same. But then you need to have that within an async function, right? You need to have that within an async function. That's just the await thing. But you need, yeah, you need to have that in an async function. But I think it's the same. But I think, yeah, if it's a promise, you do that exactly. Yeah, you'd have functions either way. True. Should I do the await method? I can. I'll just do const get weather. I think it's async, right? And then const response is await. And I'll get rid of this. It's the URL. Yeah, Jay, I figured it's the URL. We're doing multiple different methods here. So I think we can do a try catch. For this guy, if we're doing it this way, right? What's the problem? Empty block statement. Oh yeah. Okay. And then throw new error. Or what was it? Was it an error? Error fetching data or something. I don't know. And then we could do console.log res.json. Yeah. And then if I call getWeather, yeah, so it's the okay, so let's for sake of example, let's do a proper call here. Zones. So let's just do /zones. Okay, that didn't. Oh. Okay, we got it. Nice. Okay, we got it. Alright, cool. Return res in the try. Yeah, true. I could do that. Good point. Return res.json. We'd want to return the JSON though, no? And then we'd want to say like const data equals. And then console.log data. Yeah, I was logging it. You go OP. Yeah, Razorblade eventually. Wait, am I also new to this stuff? Can I ask? Okay. Saiz? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I've been doing this for 28 days. Before the 28 days, I had very, very, very limited knowledge of web development. Like I knew roughly like what HTML and CSS were, but I had never delved into JavaScript or anything. So I've been doing this for a little over a month. It says 28 days, but I haven't been streaming every single day. So yeah, I'm really new to this. But I do have programming experience. You go, yeah. I'll do the OOP method like eventually. We're just trying to get the data out here. Okay, so the data is a promise still, right? So we have to resolve the promise. Oh, fair. Yeah. I hear you. Object.features, right? Yeah, I appreciate that. Feel free to subscribe if... Oh, I have to await. Good point. You're right. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. Good tip. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. If you want to follow along, feel free to subscribe. I go live every like 5 days a week-ish. Unless I'm away somewhere. And I go live on Twitch and YouTube. And there should be like above my head, there should be like scrolling commands that you can use. You can also join our Discord as well. Okay, so now this should work, right? Oh, I need to not console log this right away, right? That's the first problem. I could then console log it in another asynchronous function. So I could do like const log weather or show data. We do this, right? And then we'll do and then console.log data. Oh, and then show data. There we go. Got it. Got it. Await the get weather function. Yeah, I got you, Jay. I think Because I can't use await without being inside of an async function, right? So I have to, whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. I have to wrap it in another async function. So that works. So we've got our data here for that, right? So now we're actually fetching the data properly. And then we could also, like, for the get weather, we could pass in a URL, right? And then we could do the URL here. And then I'll just, what was the URL that I had? It was api.weather.gov and then / something. And then I could do show data for query. And then query. Oh, wait. I need to make this template literal here. Like this. And then I'll do like zones. How is the browser accessing process.env? Good question. That took us literally 3 hours. If you want to know how, Ing Tantai, watch yesterday's VOD. That's the answer, the long answer to how. Just set the base URL as the const and assemble a string for final URL as you make the calls. Yeah. That's what we'll do eventually, Razorblade. Yeah, magic of .env dash webpack. Exactly. That's what it took. It took us 2 hours to get there, but it's good. So this should work. Yeah, so we've got our thing. And then, so we could obviously wrap this within an object, right? But again, as to not overcomplicate things, I'm just going to do stuff in index for now, just to get functions working. So the thing is we're going to need I don't know how to get, like, we need like lat and longitude, right? Bundle the API key to the browser. I don't think so though. I think it hides it somehow. I think that's what the webpack.env or the .env webpack thing does. Also, this isn't an app that it's going into production or anything. This is like purely for learning, right? So I'm not too worried about this. Plus, I think these guys, like, if I wasn't doing this on stream, I think they want you to literally just use the API key right in the string without this environment variable nonsense. We have no idea. Yeah, exactly. But it does work. And as far as you guys know, unless you're like an extreme, like, S-tier hacker, you're not going to find the API key. I mean, you can try. Be my guest. But I don't think I've revealed anything. So I need to figure out, like, what data we want from here, right? Like, what do we, like, I'm confused, like, where we even start with this. Like, grid point, like, a grid point is raw forecast data for a 2.5 kilometer grid square. So is that like latitude and longitude then? I guess. Do not want raw data. No, of course not. I'm just trying to like see how to. What does WFO stand for? Oh, forecast office ID. Ah, okay. Let me see the docs. Yeah, okay. Do you want the docs or just at this URL? right? Because is this again? I think this is also just American. No, I think this is just American. Because these stations are just American stations, I believe. Go here. Let me see. In the example? Oh, okay. How do I get the forecast? Yeah, see, this is what I thought. This is where I was already at, right? This is where I was already. Oops. Oh, okay. So now I can get the stations. Okay. I think these are the stations. And then we need the grid X and the grid Y. Oh, but then we can just do, to obtain grid files per point location, use the endpoint to receive the current grid forecast endpoint by coordinates. Ah. Okay, so we can just do like a latitude and longitude situation here. So we'll just do show data for points. Then we just like put in some numbers there. What was my main language before the Odin project? I would say Python. I didn't really have a main language, but I used Python and C the most in school. So let's just use these ones for example here. Yeah, we in the same boat? Exactly. Well, I appreciate you coming around. We can learn together on this journey. Yeah, Python's light, exactly. I use it for LeetCode. That's cool. Okay, so if we do this, then this should give us. So if we go to points, where's points? Here we go. And then we can get the stuff out of this, right? We can get like the sunrise, the sunset. Should be like a temperature or something, right? Forecast zone. Civical transmitter. Or does this not give? Oh, forecast. I see. Forecast hourly. So it's just dot forecast. Dot properties dot forecast. Been getting better at SQL too. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, I feel you on that. SQL is. I actually use a bit of SQL at my job. It's not quite SQL. It's called DAX, but it's similar. Like query. It's a query language. It's like Microsoft though. Okay, so then this should just dump the data, right? No. Oh yeah. Okay, geometry ID properties. Forecast. Oh, and then it drops. I see. So the forecast, it returns another API URL for the forecast. Yeah. I got you. Is that a first? I wouldn't know. So then if we call this thing, so then we basically have to do multiple calls. That's interesting. So we could do like a, how would I do this actually? Let me think. We could do, or just like a get data or query data, query weather or something. And then I'll say let forecast equal query weather. And then we return the data. Although we'd actually have to return the part of it that we want, right? I can just actually omit this entirely. I can just return the await. Multiple promises. Yes. Could do that. You'll help me? I'm not even really facing an issue. I'm just kind of screwing around. And then we could like get the different, because we got the query weather. Does this need to be this is a promise, right? From the tasks. Because this should be a promise, and then I can dot then it, right? So I can go like dot then. Dot all? What does dot all do? Like on this? Promise dot all. Oh, when they had race conditions. Yeah. I hear you. So if you, yeah, because if you have, that's what this would lead to. You're right. Because if we called the API and then it returns a URL and then it you have to like use its response as a request. I see what you're saying. I think, right? And then that would be a situation where you'd have to do what that exercise was. I think. Yeah, they depend on each other, exactly. Yeah, so is this query weather? It returns a promise, no? Yeah, it does. I guess, but all isn't you can't call it. It doesn't exist on type promise unknown. But I could do a dot then, no? I could do like a dot then, and then like have, and then we could like get we could do the res dot properties dot forecast or something. Wait, what am I missing? I have to create a new promise? Do I? Like this? Like as a constructor? Hold on. Maybe I'm misunderstanding here. Oh, to use promise.all, I see, okay. New unknown executor. A callback used to initialize the promise. The callback is passed 2 arguments to resolve. What I had was fine. I thought so. Because this is a promise. Now, oh, because it's of type unknown. So we'll say we're, okay, how do we... Is that going to actually work, though? Yeah, it does. Nice. Typing is bad, but it worked. Global objects promise all. Let's check this out. Oh, new promise, resolve, reject. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I see what you mean, Razor. Yeah, I can just do a typecast, but I don't know what the type of this is. Like, it's this object, right? Or, well, it was. It was that long response. It was this thing. This doesn't have a type. I mean, it does, but I could just do like a, I could just do like an any here or something. No? Does this need to be in here? No? Unexpected any. Oh, that's just a linter issue. If I wanted to be really pedantic, I could make this a type, right? Like within TypeScript, like you can define things. Okay, I'm just gonna let that sit. We're gonna just wrap this up here. Where is it? Or is it in here? Classes? Where is the type thing? Yeah, interface. Or type. Yeah, exactly. Ain't nobody got time for that. Exactly. Because I could define an interface that has all of these things, right? But no way. No way. And then I think I could chain the dot thens as well. I wonder if I could dot then. Oh wait. I could do a query weather on, or I could do a get weather on the forecast. Right? So I could do a get weather on this, and then res any, and then I extract the data from that. So then let's see what the forecast data looks like. Is there a fork? Oh, wait, hold on. What was the URL that was spit out? API grid points. Okay, grid points. And it was dash forecast? Yeah. Okay, so it was this. Okay, so what is returned here? So you have elevation, wind speed, wind gust, temperature, trend, temperature. Okay. So we want to and then we'll do res dot. I'll test the promise thing in a minute. Sorry, I didn't see your message. I'm kind of like locked into doing this here. Dot properties. Dot. Periods. Oh, what I do now? Okay. I'm just figuring this out. Periods 0 dot temperature dot value. Maybe. It's a lot of dots. Give it a shot. Cannot read properties undefined. Okay. Periods. Oh, good point. Yep. Wait, what's wrong with periods? Yeah, I've still got it because it's an array. Periods is an array, I think, right? So I'm getting the first element of the array. It was fuzzy, it's fine. Does temperature spell it right? Yeah. Temperature dot value. I don't know why this isn't working. We'll just do a catch. Console.error. Okay. Cannot read properties on fine. Okay, yeah. So there we go. So it doesn't make a mess. I don't know. Let's just return something less so. Let's do like let's just return let's just return res.properties and see what happens. Reading properties. Res? Undefined. Oh, because I need to return this? That's it. That's the problem. Okay. Because I didn't return. I should have done... If I want to do an implicit return, I think I get rid of the curly braces. Right? I think that works. And then that should be the same. Yeah, okay. Dot properties. Dot... periods... Was it periods or period? It's periods. 0 dot temperature dot value. It's undefined. RIP. Let's go back one. Oh. Okay, we got a number. 37. I don't know if that's Fahrenheit or Celsius. I have no idea. But we got a number. It's interesting how there's not... I can't access the actual... I guess this is... I don't know. But let's see. Like, what points are these? If I had to guess, like somewhere in the Midwest, right? Douglas County, Illinois. See? Look at how goated I am. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's just look up Douglas County temp. Okay, but I don't know like what time it's supposed to be at. So 37. If that's I'm assuming the 37 is Fahrenheit, right? It's got to be Fahrenheit. Because that's like 3 or 4. You can actually just get it from this. Ah, see? It's like pretty close. So we got 37 returned. And then this website says 38. So I think I call that a win. I don't know. It seems like it's close enough. So yeah. Like if we put in another, let's try one more coordinate set. That's an actual win. Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's do like let's go to like maps. Oh, yeah, actually no, I'm not going to do that because it might dox me. Hold on. Let's see. Yep, it would have doxed me. Nice. Prevented that from happening. Okay. Let's find a spot. Let's do like Denver, Colorado or something. Okay, so it's 39. How many points of precision? I think 4. Yeah. And then negative 105. Whoa. You gave chords to Disneyland? Where? You shared about your channel on your Twitter? Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that so much. You came here randomly, but you're honestly loving it? I appreciate that so much. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, we could do Disneyland. Actually, let's do Disneyland. Oh, earlier in the chat. Sorry, I missed it. Where was it? Am I tripping? I don't see it. The hell? Okay, I'm just gonna do this one more thing, and then we'll let's look up Disneyland. Disneyland or World? Chords. Okay. We'll do California. It's probably nice and warm there. So it's 33.49. Okay, we'll just do 33.49. Oh, it doesn't let you copy paste on iPad? Rip. That sucks. And then negative, I'm assuming negative 117 dot 55. Okay. Okay, so that's Disneyland. And then we get the weather, and then the temperature in Disneyland is 62. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Disneyland weather. Only doxed myself. Rip. I gotta fix that. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Shit. This is so difficult to do. Okay, hold on. I hope no one caught that. I'm gonna edit that out of the VOD. Disneyland weather. What about here? 23C. What would that be in? That's like 70 something, is it not? I don't know. Maybe it's like 70. I don't know. What about here? Tonight mostly clear around 59. 73? Yeah, okay. So 62 seems a little low then, right? So I don't know if we could also log the name too. Right? Like there's a name. res.properties dot just make sure the name is right. $64F? Okay. So it was close then. Is there not a name in here somewhere? That's correct for Disney? Okay, it is. Okay, cool. I thought there was a name for the place in here, no? Maybe not. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna fuss over it. I thought there was a name for like the location. I hope no one saw that. I doxed myself for 2 seconds, but I'm gonna remove it. Honestly, I don't know how many people are watching, but 5 people. Okay, it's not a big deal. I trust everyone that's here. But I think that's good. I think that's good. I'll trust that that works. But anyway, stop mentioning it. Yeah, I know. I gotta stop. It's just the first time it's happened, so I'm like kind of you know. Anyway, yeah, I can edit. Good news is I can edit the VODs after. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, it happens exactly. Okay. So, with that being said, I think I'm gonna end for tonight. It's getting a little late. No, I appreciate that, Jay. I'm also getting tired. It's been a long day, and I feel like I'm getting a cold. But I appreciate you guys coming around. Again for another stream, and this was the first dual stream. I think it was a success, right? Pretty sure. So that was cool. So I'll just commit to GitHub here. Yeah, awesome. I thank you. I appreciate that. Basic API hookup. Or no, that sounds wrong. Basic API setup. Okay, something like that. Yeah, thank you, Jay. I appreciate you guys. But anyway, so that's gonna do it for tonight. I'll be live tomorrow. I should, if I'm not sick. I think I'm fine. I just feel a little. Maybe I just need to go to bed early or something. But anyway, so yeah, if I'm not live tomorrow, I'll let you know on the Discord. But yeah. See you. Yeah, going to sleep. Yeah, dude, it's probably like 3 in the morning there. 3:41 or something. If you're like 6 hours ahead of me. Oh, almost 4. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got you. All right, well, I'll let you get some rest. I hope you're not ruining your sleep schedule for me, though. That wouldn't be good. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.